Okay, I'm making this video right now on October 5th, 2014. This tweet was just posted on Twitter 40 seconds ago. I'm going to click on it so you can see the date and time. Okay, it's an Instagram, it's a tweet put on Twitter with a attached Instagram video. Now, you can see 11:39 a.m. on October 5th, 2014. It's now 11:41 a.m., so it's been online now for 2 minutes. Clicking on the Instagram that's within a tweet will bring up the video, which I'm doing right now. Okay, there comes Instagram. Now, what you're going to be listening for is you're going to be listening. Okay, now basically what that is that that is a section of an audio event. That is a section of an event that was caught on a running recording digital audio recorder. Okay, this is the type of recorder right here it was caught on. These two individuals came on the came out of a condominium parking lot, and as you're walking out of the parking lot, when you're leaving the actual parking lot, you get up on a sidewalk because the sidewalk runs right across the driveway of the parking lot. They then made a left. As a result, they were right there walking in front of me as I'm approaching them because they're walking towards me. I was on my bike. They started harassing me. Now, this is a longer segment of that audio file. Okay, right here, I transferred a section, the pertinent section of that event onto my phone, and then I just transferred it from this track phone to a video on Instagram. As a result, I was able to post that Instagram video to Twitter. Now, this right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually play you the event. Okay, well, a portion of the pertinent section of the event. Now, this is two men saying gang stalk together. One says gang stalking, and then that same one says gang of stalking, I'm gonna F you up. But I also want you to listen closely to how they say, oh my God, as they're harassing me. Right now in my physical possession, I have over 800 separate audio files of individuals saying, oh my God, gang stalk. And why I'm playing it to you, so what you're gonna be listening for is, oh my God. Okay, listen carefully and you'll hear it because it is said. Then after that they say gang stalk together, then one says gang stalking, and then that same one says gang of stalking. I'm going to F you up, and then I'm going to show you something after you hear it. So I'm going to play it right now. Okay, now that event occurred right across the street on the sidewalk, about 70 feet up the sidewalk. One of the individuals that played a role in that event was directly connected to this hiking area. They propped them up to hike out about 100 feet away from me in early November 2012, and they harassed me day and night non-stop up until about mid-April. You just got done hearing gang stalking, oh my God, gang stalking, and gang of stalking, I'm gonna F you up. Now what I want you to do is go to YouTube In fact, I got to do something just here real fast, so bear with me for a second, because I just discovered it as I was holding the phone up to this video camera. So I discovered a older video that's online, and I want to add it to my playlist. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to, if you feel inclined to witnessing this evidence, cooperating evidence that is attached to these criminal expeditions that are happening towards me, a learning disabled woman, is go to YouTube right now and type in this title, 52930. It should be 52913. Flat out evidence. Files being transferred over. Okay. This file is being made, I'm sorry, this is a YouTube video pertaining to an event, the same exact identical 2AT verbal harassment happening around me at McDonald's across the street from UTC, which is in La Jolla, California. Okay, the title is 5/29/30, flat out evidence entire McDonald's gang stalking. Okay, now Exposing Social Services is the YouTube channel this video is connected to. Go to this video, type the title in, and listen for gangs. Hold on. What you want to do is when you bring this video up, you're going to be listening for individuals saying gang stalk and oh my god, gang stalk crazy, gang stalker, oh my god, gang stalk weird, around me as I'm inside the McDonald's. Okay, then go back. Then pay attention to this. Now, all of these videos right here are videos of me experiencing the same exact identical verbal harassment at UCSD. So let's click on this one. Okay, when you bring this one up, you'll be able to see the other ones that will come up in the column to the right. Okay, in reference to a column of videos. You know how when you bring a YouTube video up on YouTube, as you're watching a host video, there's a bunch of other YouTube videos that are to the right in a column. Look at those as well. There's massive amounts of videos online pertaining to the same exact identical 2AT method happening around me, concerning me, all over UCSD campus. Okay, now that should tell you, it tells me that either one person, persons, or a group is managing the entire harassment campaign, because the verbal harassment is identical everywhere I go. Now, alright, sweet peas, the reason why I'm making this particular video file. Now, when you go to YouTube and you type these things in, you'll hear them. Okay? Put on a good set of headphones, make sure it's quiet around you, and then listen attentively for it being said in the background. Now understand this as well. It's been caught happening here on multiple occasions. In fact, I was making a video practically every single day throughout the entire year of 2013. Stating that they were propping people up on the sidewalk to say, gang stalk, why don't you come and steal our stuff? Gang stalk, why don't you call the cop center? So basically what we're saying gang stalk while they were threatening me. Okay, that technique is called the direct conversation method, using what is known as dark neurolinguistic programming, because the threat is dark in nature. And basically, as a result of me hearing the threat, what they're attempting to do is steer my thinking based on the theme of the threat. Like, in other words, if somebody walked up to you and says, I'm going to punch you in your face, you're going to have a neural programmed response as a result of you hearing it through language. And since the threat is dark neurolinguistic programming, they're programming a thinking response based on the theme of the threat. Why don't you come and steal their stuff? Why don't you call the cops on her? While they're saying gang stalk. I was making a video about it every single day at this area throughout the entire year of 2013 up until about the first week of December. All those videos were published online. I was stating that they were placing people up on the sidewalk to say these things from a distance in order to anchor fear in my mind that the police would be called and or that my property would be stolen. I also made statements in a numerous amount of, I made additional statements in these videos stating that I experienced the same exact verbal threats at UCSD on 2 occasions. Then, on November 28, 2013, on Thanksgiving Day, this event occurred that you just heard in reference to those 2 men saying gang stalk together, gang stalking, and then gang stalking, I'm going to F you up. And if you listen carefully, you would have heard them say, oh my God, as well. So, this is one of the ways that they intentionally let you know that you're being gang stalked by literally placing and propping up people to get along your routes on a daily basis and repeat certain words, phrases, physical gestures. They're called sensitization methods. This is done to make you sensitive to these words as a result of how often you hear them. I got over 800 audio files of it being said around me concerning me. Now, UCSD police come here to this area on, in fact, let me just show you something here, because this is now a prediction video. I'm going to my calendar icon on my phone right now. Okay, now that shows you that today's date is October 5th, 2014. Okay, I'm making a video prediction that what they're gonna do is either prevent me from moving to the places that I'm dropping property off at. Okay, because I gotta move from here as a result of getting a ticket from UCSD. Now, as a result of getting a ticket from UCSD, and this camping area is 3 miles off their campus. Okay, now, as a result of me getting a ticket, I gotta move. I was already preparing to move, okay, or at least I was already dropping off property at other hiking areas, so I could treat those hiking areas as temporary emergency hiking locations in case I got evicted from here. Okay, now the point I'm trying to say is that on all dates that I took property off and dropped it off at 2 of those locations, gang stalking, oh my God, was caught being set around me on all 41 bus routes to that location. And then once I dropped the property off and went back to the bus stop to catch the bus to continue to go about my day on each one of those specific days, gang stalking, oh my God, was caught on the, hang on. Gang stalking, oh my God, was caught on the 41 bus route that I got on and took right after I left the location each day that I dropped property off there. So it's been caught here, it's been caught at UCSD, and it's been caught on all 41 bus routes that I took on all dates that I took property to 2 specific areas. Okay, that's right, and even coming back out of one, which is a different one. That's how they intentionally let you know that you're being gang stalked, is by doing this. Now, as a result of them being able to know that I was doing this, they obviously had to know where I was going and when I had left where I went to. Okay, that tells me that they knew where this property is. I had also posted videos online stating that these individuals showing that I was moving property to other locations. Cyber surveillance is a method of gang stalking, so they've seen it. So the point I'm trying to make is this: they obviously knew that I was dropping property off at these locations, which means they know where these locations are. Now, why am I stating this? Because those locations are completely isolated from neighbors. This area I'm staying at right now has got neighbors across the street in a condominium. I got neighbors behind me way up off a hill that can easily hear me scream. These other areas do not, which means they can, and this is the 4th hiking area right here that they have already gang stalked me to. Do you really honestly think that they're not going to gang stalk me to the next one? Of course they will. Of course they will. Now, as a result of me being a victim of this crime, what I'm basically doing is predicting what they're going to do before they do it. Okay, so I'm predicting right now they're intentionally steering me to these isolated wooded areas so I can be robbed of all the evidence I got. That way they can say, after they do that, they'll then stage another event and arrest me, and then try and claim I'm mentally ill because I'm online stating I'm being gang stalked by people I don't know. And then they'll say, we saw your videos where you said you got 800 audio files. Where are they, Leslie? Well, I got robbed. Well, where were you robbed, Leslie? Well, I was robbed as I was camping in a park. Well, you can't live in a park, Leslie. You got to move. While they then turn around and file falsified police reports about my mental stability, yeah, and then continue the campaign. Because they know I was looking up lawyers the day before this occurred. This is the ticket UCSD gave me when it came down here on August 27th. This is the ticket number pertaining to the UCSD ticket that they came down here and gave me, ticket to move from my hiking area. On August 27th, 2014, it says it right there, University of California Police Department. Okay, they literally had the dumb audacity to come here to my hiking area on 8/27/2014 at 9:15 a.m. That is the ticket number, UC78487. Thank you. Okay, now, they came down here within a day of me looking up law firms' addresses, okay, and lawyers' addresses at UCSD Biomedical Library. Cyber surveillance is a method of gang stalking. Google it. So they just figured she's going to be taking this evidence soon to lawyers. This evidence I got is indisputable. Steer me to another location, they steal the evidence, they don't have nothing to worry about. Do you understand? These are gang stalking schemes, ladies and gentlemen. I do appreciate you listening, and I'm predicting they're going to do it on today's date, which I already showed you in this video. Thank you for listening, and have a nice day.